a sense of autonomy, a sense of confidence, a sense that we are okay wherever we are. In my head, it just feels good. It feels comfortable. It feels safe. You know when you want somebody around, you know when you don't want them around. And what I'm talking about is secure attachment. It is healthy bonding, and it is the way that we love each other. Your attachment style is how you bond to people. It's how you form relationships with friends, with lovers especially. And we learn about this in childhood. We learn it from our parents because our parents are our first relationship with anybody. There are 4 attachment styles. There's 3 insecure ones. I've talked about these in other videos. Those are anxious preoccupied, dismissive avoidant, and fearful avoidant. But today I'm going to talk about the one that we want, which is secure attachment. What does that look like? What does it mean? How do we get it? Our attachment style is formed when we're children, especially when we're babies. And this is a general pattern. It's not the way that we necessarily relate to everybody, but it's the way that we typically form bonds and the way that we try to form bonds with people. So when we're children, we have emotional needs. These emotional needs are meant to express our physical needs, that we need food, we need water, we need to be cleaned, whatever it is. Because as babies, we rely on our parents, we rely on our caregivers to take care of us. We rely on them for survival. So we have to survive, and we have to let them know we need something. So we have to scream, we have to wave our hands around, and we have to get their attention. Some parents aren't so great at understanding their own emotional needs, and they have a hard time understanding the emotional needs of children, and they don't attune to the child's needs very well, and that's how we wind up with an insecure attachment. But a secure attachment has specific components that we need to establish it. The first thing that we need when we want to establish a secure attachment is we need proximity. We need the other person, the parent, the caregiver, whoever it is, to be around. And this is why babies typically scream, is to let them know, I need you nearby. I need you around here, right where I am, because I need something. The second thing that we need to establish a secure bond, a secure attachment, is safety and security. So we need to know when that parent's around that they are keeping us safe. We shouldn't be attacked by them. We shouldn't feel like just because they're around that they're going to ignore our needs. We need to know that they're there for us. The third thing that we need is what's called a secure base. We need to have that person always be reliable. They attune to our needs when they are nearby, they're in our proximity. When they establish that sense of safety, they also attune to our needs and give us the things that we need. If we need food, they give us food. If we need to be held, they hold us. If we need to have our diaper changed, they change the diaper. They give us a sense of security and a sense that we're okay, that we're not going to be harmed, that we're going to get everything that we need. When a parent is able to regularly give us these 3 things, they don't have to be perfect at it, they don't have to get it every time, but when they consistently give it to us, then we establish what's known as a secure attachment bond, a secure attachment style. And so when we meet other people in life, we look for people who are going to recognize our emotional needs, who when we cry out, they're going to listen. They're going to do their best to be nearby us. They're going to do their best to establish a sense of safety with us. And they're going to do their best to understand what it is that we're trying to communicate and what we need. Let's take a quick second and talk about that secure base a little bit longer. That secure base, that feeling of safety, that feeling that we're going to generally get our needs met, that internalizes when we have good parents. And unfortunately, if our parents are not so great, and they might wind up traumatizing us. Sometimes we call this an attachment trauma. When we wind up with these insecure attachment styles, we may not have that secure base internalized. And so when we go throughout the world, we don't feel secure. We don't feel like we're generally safe as we move throughout the world. But when we have a parent who gets it right, who attaches securely to us, we internalize that secure base and we start to feel a sense of autonomy, a sense of confidence, a sense that we are okay wherever we are. So this sense of security, this sense of a secure base is very important. And it's important to know that any kind of abusive relationship can knock our attachment off base, and we may start to lose this secure base, and we may start to not feel secure in the world anymore after an abusive relationship. The way to establish a secure base is always to find people who listen to your emotions, who recognize your rich emotional experience as a human being, and validate them and try to give you what you need. They don't have to get it perfect just like your parents didn't, but this is why therapy works, because this is a person who's supposed to care about you. If you want to learn more about mental health, head on over to youtube.com/RyanLiberty, hit subscribe. Special thank you to my patrons who make videos like this possible. If you want to support me on my mission of humanizing mental health, head on over to Patreon. I'll put that link down below. Now let's hear from you. If you're somebody who had parents that attuned to your needs, who generally got things right, what was it that they did for you? Do you have any specific memories that stand out that let you know that your parents cared? I'd love to hear those memories. Leave them down below so we can all learn from each other. As always, I'd like to thank you for joining me out here. I'll see you around next time, everybody.